Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back. I've had a few days off from making videos. I didn't really want to. It's just I've been just so busy and I haven't had time to make a video. But we are back today with a brand new tank. It is the Felice. The Felice. I think I pronounced that right. I have no idea. So it is an Italian tier 10 heavy tank. Now, what is this tank like? Is it worth getting or should you just stay away? So let's have a look at the stats of the tank and then we'll decide if it's worth getting or not. So it has the reserve shell, which to be fair, I don't like the reserve shell, only because I freaking always use it accidentally or I forget. So I don't like the reserve shell. However, I do like the auto reloaders. But just remember, it does have the reserve shell. Now, your turret on this thing is fairly strong. I mean, 270 millimeters is very, very good. And also 200 on your hull. So pretty decent when it comes to armor profiles. Now, your DPM, 2,248. It does look on the low side. However, don't forget, it is kind of like a super heavy tank, and it has that auto loader with the reserve shell, so you can get that up a bit if you play it correctly. Your shell reload time between each shot is 4.5 seconds, and you do have 4 shells. So the first shell you shoot is 7.24, then 9.05, 10.86, and then your final shell that you don't really want to shoot unless you have to is 17.20. Now, don't forget, you also got to add that reload reload time between shots at 4.5. So you're looking at, for the first shot you shoot, 7.24 plus the 4.5 seconds. Your penetration is 267 on your AP, 358 on your heat, and 72 on your HE. You have a 440 alpha, which is actually pretty nice because even if you low roll, usually you do above the 400 alpha. 370 on your heat and 550 on your HE. Your aim time is 4.4, so nothing special. In fact, it's quite bad. And your dispersion, 0.353. Again, nothing too special about that. And it does have 8 degrees of gun depression, which is not bad, with a top speed of 30 kilometers per hour. So let's get into a game with the Felice on Rockfield. So my initial thoughts, I mean, I've only had a few games in the tank, but my initial thoughts of the tank is it's okay. It's not bad. Will I get it? Probably not, but we're going to talk about that after the game. So we're just going to get into a battle, talk about the battle, and then we will talk about how to get the tank and if I think it is worth it. So we are on Rockfield. We have a tank already dead. Our light tank has died. So already we're chasing the game. Now, I do get shot here. Well, I don't get shot from the WZ. Luckily for me, he does go for the tank to my right. So there's 1 shot into him, 2 shots into him. Now I have to make the decision whether I want to shoot my final shell and have that mega reload, which I don't want to do. So I managed to keep my shell and then we go again. It still feels long. I mean, look, I'm still reloading. It does feel long. A lot of that has to do with the 4.5 second intro clip as well. But yeah, it always feels, it just, even if you don't shoot your last shell, it still feels like you are reloading for a very long time. Like now, I've only just reloaded my whole magazine. So it feels very, very long-winded. So because of that, it is very, very difficult to carry. And unlike the shots that I've just taken, you do have to try and focus on every single shot because you want every single shot to penetrate. Otherwise, your DPM will dramatically decrease. It really, really will. So always make sure that you do have cover because it's very, very difficult to be able to carry in this thing when you have such a long reload. And only try to go for the shots that you can 100% guarantee. Now, a lot of these shots I can't 100% guarantee I'm going to penetrate, but you know, I'm just playing the tank, my first few games, just trying to get the feel of the tank. But one thing for sure, definitely, unless you absolutely have to, do not shoot that final shell, because it really will suck and you'll be waiting a very, very long time to reload again. So we've now reloaded our final shell. Are we going to go for the shot? Yes, we are, only because I know that we can actually kill him, and then it is just 3 tanks left alive. But, you know, there's a few other tanks around. So, well, there was one other tank around. I should have actually waited. He wasn't looking at me. I was in no danger. So I should have actually waited to reload at least another shell, because since then, as you can see, I've still only reloaded 1 shell. I'm just about to reload the 2nd shell now. So yeah, it just feels like it's constantly reloading, and that's the only thing really I hate about the tank. We haven't blocked any damage this game. To be fair, we haven't really been in the right position to block any shots. But we are on 3.8k damage. So even though it feels like we've been reloading the whole time, we still managed to get up to 3.8k damage. Can we get a shot on this this Sheridan here? No. What the frick was that shot? What was that shot? And it's pissed me off really, because that could have put me over 4k damage. Can I get a shot now? Yes, I can. And look at that, 500. We had a 550 roll before that, and then a 500 roll. That wasn't even a high roll, and we still managed to do 500 damage in that shot. So that there was actually pretty nice. So we do finish on 4.3k damage. But yeah, I mean, I like the tank. I don't love the tank. I don't like the reload. I think the reload does suck. It really, really does. And it just constantly feels like you're reloading, like constantly. But overall, do I recommend the tank? No, I do not recommend the tank, because currently the only way that you can get the tank is to buy other things in the stores to get these tokens. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. So to get the tank, you need 270 of these tokens just to get the crate. So you might not even get the tank, and of course the crate is then what drops the tank. So yeah, it's disappointing, because like I said, I absolutely hate that. And to get the tank, you've only got a 2.5% drop rate. Like really, 270 just for the crate? Yeah, you get 3 crates, but to get that, you're going to have to buy a lot of things in the store, like a hell of a lot of things. Like here, I mean, 2.5k gold and you get 19, or £5 and you only get 25. So you're going to have to spend a hell of a lot of money if you're going to want to get this tank. So right now, I definitely do not recommend trying to go for this tank, because it will cost you a lot of money. Let me know what you think of the Felice tank, the newest tier 10 in the game. Let me know in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.